Hey guys, my name is Dice Rollin. Today we're going to be taking a look at some facts you didn't know about the classic slasher film that started an entire franchise. Written by Victor Miller and directed by Sean S. Cunningham, Friday the 13th tells the story of a group of young adults who are fixing up and preparing to reopen Camp Crystal Lake. But there's a mysterious killer lurking around the camp and getting rid of them one by one. So without further ado, these are some things you didn't know about Friday the 13th. Camp Nobibosko, located in Hardwick, New Jersey, served as Camp Crystal Lake and is still open today. There's a wall dedicated to Friday the 13th as well. One of the many conveniences this provided the crew was the fact that practically everything they needed was already there, with the exception of the bathroom cabin. The scene where Annie is hitching a ride with the truck driver Enos involved Robbie Morgan to act without Rex Everhart. This meant that she either had to pretend that Enos was there, or act with Taso and Stavrakis. Elston Oil Company is a real company, and they still get the occasional phone call because of their number on the truck in the beginning of the film. Yes, that unfortunate snake was real. However, that scene wasn't scripted and was an idea that came from Tom Savini. The arrow that goes whizzing by Brenda was actually shot by Tom Savini. For those who don't know, Harry Crosby is the son of V. Bing Crosby. This was the first of many movies where Kevin Bacon plays a character with the name of Jack. Other movies include Quicksilver, A Few Good Men, Apollo 13, My Dog Skip, and Frost/Nixon. Harry Manfredini had made the decision to only use music when the killer was present. This provided a bit of a contrast to Halloween, which Victor Miller was intentionally riding the coattails of, which had quite a lot of music. The instantly recognizable theme for the movie was created by Harry Manfredini, and it's his voice saying "ki ma ma ma." Alice is shown to be an artist, and that's because Adrienne King is one in real life. During the scene where Bill is playing the guitar, Harry Crosby is indeed playing, and he's playing a song he created. The effect of Jack getting an arrow through the throat was supposed to go a little differently, but as it was being filmed, the blood pump wasn't working, so Tom Savini simply blew into the tube, causing blood and a little bubbling to come from the wound. During the scene where Alice finds Bill nailed to the door with an arrow through his eye, Harry Crosby was actually in a lot of pain because the prosthetic over his eye was burning his real eye. Tom Savini played the role of Brenda when her dead body is thrown through the cabin window. During the scene where Mrs. Voorhees is slapping Alice, Betsy Palmer was actually slapping Adrienne King. Granted, she had her hand cupped and aimed for the jawline. This was because she was a stage actor, so Cunningham had to explain fake blows and specific camera angles to her. Mrs. Voorhees was played by a guy throughout the film, until she was revealed near the end. Betsy Palmer only worked 10 days and was paid $1,000 per day. The working title for Friday the 13th was Long Night at Camp Blood. Sean S. Cunningham was so confident in Friday the 13th that he put an ad for it in the papers before the script was even written. The reason the summer camp became the primary setting for Friday the 13th is because Victor Miller remembered the scary stories told to him by his brothers from their time spent at summer camps, and he and Cunningham wanted a remote and isolated location. Jason Voorhees was given his name by Victor Miller, who combined his sons' names, Josh and Ian, and from a girl he went to school with the last name of Voorhees. Sally Field was one of the actresses who auditioned for the role of Alice Hardy, and one of the reasons why Adrienne King got the part was because of her scream. The role of Pamela Voorhees was originally offered to Estelle Parson and Shelley Winters, who both declined. Louise Lasser and Dorothy Malone were also considered for the role. Upon reading the script, Betsy Palmer said that she threw it into the trash, calling it a piece of shit. However, she decided to take the role of Pamela Voorhees as a way to buy a new car. She thought no one would ever see the film anyway. A majority of the crew and cast members stayed at hotels during filming, but Tasso and Stavrakis and Tom Savini were a couple of the people who decided to stay at the camp. During this time, they would watch Marathon Man and Barbarella on his VCR. Mr. Savini has said that because of this, he can recite these movies by heart. Apparently, Lou Reed had a farm near the camp and would hang around the set from time to time. He would play for cast and crew, and according to Richard Murphy, was just a really great guy. There was a concept for how to reveal to the audience that Pamela Voorhees was the killer. That didn't happen. During the murder of Claudette and Barry, she was supposed to lose her pinky finger. So when she's telling Alice about Jason's drowning, Alice and the audience would see that she was missing her pinky. But special effects wouldn't allow for this, so the reveal hint became the Jeep. Noel Cunningham, Sean S. Cunningham's son, was initially sought to play Jason in the lake, but Susan E. Cunningham refused to let this happen. Ari Lemon was determined to get the role of Jason since he hadn't gotten a part in Manny's Orphans. Apparently, he went into the audition with such intensity that Cunningham told him he was perfect for the role. The character of Alice was originally supposed to return for the Friday the 13th sequels as a reoccurring heroine. However, Adrian King had to deal with a Friday the 13th stalker and wanted to be excluded from future films in the series. This is why her character was killed off in Part 2. The script took Victor Miller 2 weeks to write. The film was shot in just 28 days, and editing lasted 10 weeks. Apparently, during the first few weeks of its release, Tom Savini would visit theaters to watch the audience's reactions to the surprise ending of the film. Some people have accused Friday the 13th's ending of ripping off the ending of Carrie. However, Brian De Palma saw the film and has said he liked it, and that he saw it coming. Ironically, De Palma was emulating Deliverance for Carrie's ending. Siskel and Ebert hated this movie, so much so that Siskel revealed the twist ending in his review. He even encouraged people to write letters of protest to Betsy Palmer. Both critics also included it in the War on Women, but their efforts only increased ticket sales. When asked about the hockey mask-wearing killer in the later films, Betsy Palmer had often told people that she had no idea who that character was since her son Jason had drowned in 1957. Steve Miner is the only person to have directed both a Friday the 13th movie, Friday the 13th Part 2, and a Halloween movie, Halloween H2O. If you ever go looking for the real Crystal Lake, it's not in New Jersey, it's actually in Mississippi. You can actually visit a town called Voorhees in New Jersey. It really has nothing to do with either Jason or his mother though. It was named after Foster McGowan Voorhees, who was the governor from 1899 to 1902. So those were some facts about Friday the 13th you may not have known. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like to let me know. And don't forget to leave a comment down below telling me what other horror movies you'd like to see me dig up some facts about. Also, don't forget to share this video to help the channel grow, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you later.